Hello. On the quest of food today, I'm gonna make a salsa. Nothing too weird about it, kind of basic. So I've been eating vegan, gluten-free, and it feels really good. Something that's been on my mind a lot lately is tacos. Ugh, tacos. But me personally, I really like the tacos with the flour tortilla. The flour tortilla is part of the experience, and I freaking miss it. And that's, kind of part of my journey right now is experiencing new things, kind of getting out of the old usual routine, experiencing the same thing over and over again. Just witnessing that I have an addiction, a need for this bread thing. No bread. No. I'm gonna find different ways. Okay, so making salsa. Because of the immunity benefits of onions, I'm going to start with my onion so it can let all of the immunity stuff out and put it into my salsa. Oh, and the other thing I did is right here, I've got some beans. I just took a can of pinto beans and I put it in a pot on medium, maybe medium lowish. I don't know. Medium's fine. Medium's fine. Okay. Onions. Cutting it all the way around. Onions. I love onions. When I was a kid, I didn't like onions. I thought they were gross. I thought they were scary. They were in things. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't know how somebody could have allowed me to try it to understand the amazing flavorfulness of it. But now I love it. I think it's a beautiful complement to any meal, especially when there's fruit in it. Onions and fruit are my favorite pair. Yes. Okay, so I've started with half an onion. Put that guy in there. Oh yeah, half an onion. Tomato. Tomatoes are kind of hard to dice because the outside of their skin is it's like tender but also hard to get through, and so I like to take the tip of my knife and kind of cut a little slice in it so that I can get into it without totally mushing my tomato. Another thing that is useful is using a serrated knife on tomatoes. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll cut like on the end. Instead of cutting through the skin, I'll cut from the inside of the skin out. Anybody ever done like home body piercings? Me and my friend in high school, Savannah, did some home body piercings, and I noticed this is also true with human skin, same with vegetable skin, that it is, it's the opposite. It was easy going in the skin for one hole, but really hard coming back out. So strange. Vegetables, it's the opposite. It's hard going in, but easier coming from the inside out. Strange points. I don't know why. Always makes me think of that. Yeah, so we did some body piercings. She did my eyebrow with a safety pin, and I did her belly button. Oh gosh, the belly button was horrible. We started it. I had to go to work, so my brothers and sisters and mom, whoever was home, was like helping to try to like get it through. I come home after my 8-hour shift at work, and she's on the couch, and it still hasn't gotten through, and they're still working on it after 8 hours. It was funny. So, it took me about a half hour, and I just had to get really tough, and I was afraid of hurting her, so I was afraid to get tough about it, and I just did, and we got it through, and we pierced her belly button. Oh, but here's what happened with my eyebrow. So you see, we pierced my eyebrow with a safety pin, and she, we don't know what we're doing. Did like the hole up here, and then it came through like way down here. Do you see this scar? It's very long. It was a very long piercing. And then we put like a tongue ring in it, like kind of a heavy weight, like a 14 gauge or something big in it. And so it was really heavy for my eyebrow. So over the next few months, it kind of just like grew down. It was like hanging on to my eyelid. Under my eyebrow was like an eyelid piercing. I was like, all right, this is stupid. I took it out. That was my second eyebrow piercing. My first eyebrow piercing was a few years before that, and my mom, when I was 14, was like, hey, Lacey, do you want to get your eyebrow pierced? And I was like, yeah. And see, we lived in Utah, where it wasn't super acceptable to do that. It wasn't super acceptable to do that in my community, but my mom was cool like that. She was like, we're going to do whatever we want. She was kind of rebellious. I wonder where I get it from. So we did it at home too with a safety pin. It was a pretty good job, but we didn't know what we were doing still. We used some jewelry that wasn't quite the right jewelry and didn't quite heal very well. It was crusty all the time, and I don't know. We got over it and we took them out. So then, a few years later, when I lived in Boise, I got my eyebrows pierced. I had 3. They were really great. I had 2 over here and 1 here, and it was my favorite. But the problem with eyebrow piercings, or any piercings, is sometimes they get infected and you wake up and it's like, and you got crusty and it's gross. And then you lose the piece because you're sleeping. I don't know. It's challenging. I got over it. Then, I got tattoos instead. You don't lose any of the pieces. You don't wake up with them infected after they're healed. It's great. Although it hurts so bad. It hurts so stinking bad. I think I'm done getting tattoos. Ouch. Yikes. And it hurts worse for me. Every time I get one, the worse it was. It also possibly has to do with like the placement of it. I don't know. I think I just kept picking more and more challenging places every single time. I've got 8 of them now. I think that's enough. They all match. They're all over my body. Here's this one right here. This one's my most recent, my favorite. It goes up and around, come back here. It's pretty cool. So salsa time is turning into body modification time. I hope you're paying attention while I'm making this salsa. So far we've got onions, tomato, jalapeno. Oh, I didn't wash my hands after I cut the jalapeno. Probably gonna burn my eye later. It's okay. Cilantro. Grown some cilantro in the garden. It's very exciting. It's all coming up. It's time to plant like another succession of it even, because it grows and then it doesn't last very long in the garden. Like, you gotta use it pretty quickly. So it's time to use some cilantro. Okay. Here's how we're going to bring the whole body modification and stuff back together. I've been really paying attention lately to my experience that I'm having currently. And, everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 you gotta get present, but it's super hard because there's a lot of things going on and our minds are always spinning about everything outside of what's actually right here. But I've been trying to connect with the moment, and with the moment of connecting, I'm connecting with whatever I'm dealing with, whatever is in my face, such as food. Mostly there's a lot of food that I'm dealing with because that's all I can think about. It's not all I can think about. I think about a lot of stuff. I think about cute girls, I think about the things I need to get done, I think about how I'm turning into a dog person, but really I'm a cat person. I think about how much I love going on walks, and how when I get present, I'm in heaven. But then I get out of present because I'm thinking about it, and then I'm not in heaven anymore, and it's a mess. Okay, so connecting. I think the whole point of life, for me, the purpose, is to connect. I'm alive, I'm here, I'm having this experience in this body, and I want to connect to it. I want to get in my feet and feel my feet. I want to connect with the food I'm eating. This thing grew on a tree halfway across the world, this avocado, and I'm taking it into my body, and it is becoming my experience. And so it's kind of like praying over my food while I eat it, like really paying attention. I'm like connecting with this avocado, really paying attention to its texture, its color, the way I'm cutting it, how it feels in my hand. And when I do that, I just feel so grateful. I need a spoon. I need a spoon. Oh yeah. Yeah, get in there. Okay. Get that. The beans are like boiling kind of a lot. I don't really want them to boil. I just want them pretty hot. I tend to like my food nice and gooey. Beans are great, but something about like what they call refried beans, which is basically like squished beans. It's just so satisfying to me. And because I'm not having the flour and I'm not having the cheese or the meat of the tacos, I feel like beans are going to kind of be my replacement for that. Okay, I've got avocado in here. I'm squishing the lime, and I'm specifically squishing the lime over the top of the avocado because the acidity or the citrus or whatever in it will help the avocado from turning brown. Little trick. It reduces the oxygenation. Same with apples. A trick to put, like, if you're gonna leave apples out for a while after you cut them, you get some lemon juice on them a little bit. Even like lemon juice water helps. Yeah, citrus helps reduce the browning. And you know, we all eat with our eyes before our mouth. So it helps, especially if you have little kids who are like, oh, that looks yucky. Well, you know what, kids? It's not yucky, it's awesome. Lime in my salsa. I'm never afraid to put too much lime. I'm afraid to put too much salt. That's a thing. That's totally a thing. And we all do it sometimes. We all oversalt things. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. So that's your basic salsa ingredient mix. You could always put more vegetables in it, or my favorite thing is to throw some fruit in it. So I got some pineapple. I used it yesterday for some things. It was good. What did I make in it? It was so good. A hash. I made a hash. I made a hash with some vegetables, and I cooked it in the oven, and I roasted pineapple in it. Oh my gosh. Pineapple and what was it? Potatoes? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is how to get your kids to eat vegetable-y stuff. Add some sweetness. Add some, not sugar, but like sugar from the earth. Stuff that grows straight from the ground or from a tree, which is sort of straight from the ground, up in the air. Oh, yeah. Alright. Pineapple is my favorite. It really is. Like, I love all of the fruits and vegetables. I mean, I think raspberries are probably a close second, like almost first, but pineapple in everything, pineapple on everything. Pineapple goes so well with everything savory, especially with tacos. Pineapple tacos. Okay, mixing it up. I think it'll go well with avocado. It's got to. How could it not? How could it not go well with everything? Maybe. I don't know. I've got some asparagus in the fridge. I don't know what fruit goes good with asparagus. I'm going to think about that. Anyways, that's a side note for another day. Okay. Oh, yeah. Pineapple salsa. Might need some salt. I'm gonna taste it. Spicy. Oh yeah. That jalapeno is hot. Woo! I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of salt. Or a lot. Okay. Now it's time to make my plate. Gotta make art out of your food. Don't gotta. I want to. Okay. I'm gonna start with my salsa because this is like the bulk of my meal here. Lots of fruits and veggies. Lots and lots of fruits and veggies. Fill myself up with fruits and veggies. I've noticed that fruits and veggies fill your belly up actually pretty quickly, and then they're slower to digest. So, I don't know. Makes sense. And they're not so heavy. They're not so heavy. Like, as opposed to like meat and bread and cheese. That stuff's heavy. Okay. Beans. Beans. Okay, I thought I was going to smash them, but I'm not going to smash them because I don't feel like it now that I'm at this point. I'm just going to put it in the center of my heart. Get myself some protein. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, so I have this like vegan cheese in the fridge. I think I'm going to try it on this. We're going to see how it goes. Oh, yeah, look at that. Turn that off. Cute little heart. Okay, let's see what's up with this stuff. Okay. Vegan cheese. Put it on top of here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna mix it into my beans too, just to like get it to melt in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is cute. This is super cute. Also, I have chips. Pushing chips around it. Ta-da! Can you see it? Oh, now it's sliding off. How do I do that without ruining my picture? I don't know. Like this. Like this. Oh, let's see. So I'm super like janky here. And I just take my phone to the cupboard. Awesome. Okay, everybody. You see my plate of delightful what do you call this? Vegan nachos. Yeah, vegan nachos. All right. Have a happy day, everybody.